Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And once more we are back with some more action from the Wingspan World Cup. This is our fourth game in the second round of the World Cup. And yeah, we've won 2 and lost 1, so a bit of a mixed bag so far. But we're going first here in this game 4, so hopefully we can get off to a good start and get another win in the bag. So let's jump into this one and see what we've got to work with in the starting hand. Okay, bit of a mixed bag here. We've got the sandpiper, which is a good opening bird. That bird feeder is not looking great. You normally hope to see worms and seeds. That's normally what you want early in the game. But perhaps there's something to do with all those berries with Hermit Thrush in hand as well. We'll take a look at the bonus cards. Citizen Scientist is pretty bad, so it might have to be Passerine just by default. And yeah, that trade's not looking too great either, so this is a bit of a tricky one. Definitely a tricky spot to be in. Hermit Thrush, of course, does hit the Passerine Specialist just barely. But it's a risky one to go with early on, and again, no worms in the feeder makes things a bit harder. Of course, if there was a worm there, I could see myself grabbing the worm and then being able to get both these down. But yeah, when they both need worms and there is only one, I think that makes that a lot more difficult to justify. So I think this might be Sandpiper and Dig. That might be our position here. I'm not really sure there's too much else for us to do. Just keep the 4 food, keep the Passerine Specialist, and see what we find. Maybe think about picking up that Swift. If we're going to dig a lot, we're going to have some extra cards and maybe turn those into points. So yeah, we'll lock that in. And like I say, it might just have to be a digging situation. We'll see what we find, and hopefully we can get some direction in this game. Alright, it is here onto our first turn. What has my opponent kept? Oh dear, 4 birds and a worm. Not what you like to see. That is normally the sign of a good starting hand. But yeah, we're just going to get the Sandpiper down and do a bit of digging. So yeah, with that 1 worm, it's probably a cheap forest bird to get a bit more food going. And yeah, probably, like I say, some of these extra cards, they're going to be good ones. I don't think ordinarily you'd keep so many at the start if they weren't good ones. So we'll see. We'll see what they can conjure up with all those cards. But yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of thinking with this Sandpiper. I think in this position I might just have to use it. And yeah, you're obviously gambling when you're giving cards away to your opponent. But they might have to be gambling and giving a bit of food away to me. So there's going to be a co-op game potentially here. I don't mind a little bit of free food here. And yeah, it's kind of, both players are going to have these difficult decisions. They're going to give me food when I have no food access. And I'm potentially going to be giving them cards when they have no card access. So we're getting a rodent here, which is interesting. Wonder what that means. Their first play is going to be with that, but we're just going to go ahead and draw. Pygmy Nuthatch is actually not too terrible in this position, so Red-shouldered Hawk as well, making good use of the rodent we've just picked up. And okay, Dick Sissel hits the bonus card as well, so yeah, that's actually not too bad for for an early draw like that. I think we can get some of these down, and yeah, certainly. I mean, I already had the rodent, but this hawk, I'm just getting that extra rodent. Definitely makes that an appealing option. So what is it? It's American Crow. Oh dear. Okay, this is a very dangerous looking grasslands. I might have to go and grab that common cuckoo very swiftly, given given the obvious grasslands that they're going to be going for here. So we'll see what else we find. Snowy Owl again. Good use of the 2 rodents. Don't mind that. We will use Sandpiper. Mallard could be an option, but yeah, what I'm thinking here is try and get the hawk and the owl and this cuckoo down as well. I think those are all going to be good options, and I might be able to, do a good job of winning this end around. Birds with no eggs. I think in theory I could get to 4 here, but certainly at least 3. So they're giving out more food. We're getting fish here, so we're getting all the food that we don't really need. I need worms. Please give me some worms. I'm sure they're very deliberately not giving me worms. Yeah, it seems like they're using the crow. They know I want to play this cuckoo, so that makes complete sense. Do I force the cuckoo down now? I definitely could. Use everything except the rodent, and then play the hawk with the rodent, and then when I take food, I can get potentially those 2 rodents there. So, yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a bad option. And I think, where do I want to put this? There's no guarantee here that they do lay eggs. They might have enough food now to place something in the wetlands. So yeah, that could potentially be a bit of a risk. I would like to have these both in the forest, the hawk and the cuckoo. But that might not necessarily be possible. The other option I could do, of course, is use the owl to lay an egg, and then that will let me play the cuckoo without having to spend a turn laying eggs. So that could work quite well. Pygmy nuthatch as well, to be honest. That might be a better option than the hawk. That will actually get me the worm I need for the cuckoo a little bit more easily. So, oh, lots and lots of options here. Lots and lots of options. I think I might play this Pygmy nuthatch. It does hit the bonus card, and if we are going to have some extra cards, I think it could work out better than this hawk, getting a bit more food. So I think we'll do this, because I currently don't have any use for those fish. And yeah, then I think we can still get potentially these 2 down this round, which I think would be nice to be able to do. And probably get rid of the dick thistle. Maybe get rid of the mallard. And oh, purple martin goes down. So okay, I probably could have played the cuckoo there then. That might have to be rushed down pretty swiftly. But okay, if I'm going to be able to play them both, I'm going to need to throw a card and then also tuck a card. So probably this goes, and they're not going to be touching this bird feeder, so I want to be able to put it in a position where I can re-roll. We might actually do that. And yeah, dick thistle or mallard. I think I probably want to keep the mallard for some extra cards. So I think we will do that. And yeah, we can then play. I think we play the owl first for the same reasoning as not wanting to necessarily rush the cuckoo down before, because I think they could lay eggs here and play another bird. And yeah, then we wouldn't necessarily get the free egg we need. Whereas if we play the owl, we can take the egg, then play the cuckoo. And win the end of round. So yeah, I think now cuckoo will go in the forest. Sometimes it's good to have an odd number of birds in the forest. You can discard those extra cards, but I'm wanting to tuck, so I'm not necessarily going to have loads of extra cards to be discarding for the extra food. So I think having the second forest bird there is definitely going to be helpful. But yeah, I got to say, this is not looking good already. This is it's a pretty monster start. Pretty concerning. And the fact that they were picking up fish there is even more concerning. Franklin's Gull or similar could be on the way, but the real telltale sign will be if they pick up that white-throated swift. That'll be the dead giveaway. That remains to be seen. But now they are not. They are laying eggs, and they are giving out another rodent. So I'll make use of that. Get the snowy owl down. So we'll see what the bonus card's going to be first of all. Rodentologist. Okay, I will take it. I will definitely take it. Wish I'd kept the hawk from before now, but yeah, hindsight's 20/20. It's still a good bonus card when you get one from these European expansion bonus card birds. You never really know what you're going to get, so I think that makes up a little bit for the for the choice we had at the start between passerine specialist and citizen scientist. So yeah, hopefully we can get some more rodentologist birds. But yeah, they're definitely picking up some food here. Definitely picking up some food. I think I can still win this end around. We might have to be skipping, if they do lay eggs on that last turn, I might have to skip this cuckoo. But it is worth it to win the end of round. And yeah, with the grasses like this, they're just going to be hammering hammering that Grasslands very, very hard. And Hooded Merganser, okay. That makes me feel a bit more relaxed about the situation. No Franklin's Goal. And a pretty poor Wetland Bird as well. So we will play our Common Cuckoo. And I think we'll keep the Rodent just because of the bonus card that we do have. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this down. And yeah, I am going to have to think carefully about this Sandpiper. I think I did have to go risky early on, just to at least get myself those extra cards to be able to use these bird powers like the Nuthatch, obviously be able to discard and get a bit more food, actually be able to get everything down. Has been important, but yeah, when they've got a weak Wetlands and oh dear, playing another bird to tie. I've never seen this before. I'm sure I've never seen 4 birds down in the Grasslands in round 1. That is pretty crazy. So yeah, they tie the end of round. But yeah, just with the poor Wetlands that they've got and with this Martin in the Grasslands, they're going to want to run this Grasslands as much as possible. So yeah, me giving them cards, it's risky. It's definitely risky. So not ideal, and also not ideal is when birds like the Baltimore Oriole pop up. So I'm sure, yeah, no question, they'll go ahead and grab that. But they didn't lay eggs, and they didn't tuck to pick it up. So clearly, whatever else they've got is something they want. But okay, I think they're going to be laying eggs here, so we're definitely going to get a free one. I think here I take food. I'm not going to be able to use the Nuthatch, but that will let me play the Mallard once the free egg comes in. So I think we do go ahead and do that. And yeah, sadly, I think we do have to skip here, just so I can get this Mallard down. But yeah, 20 points, kind of okay. Mallard's obviously not going to help on the points, but it will help a little bit on this end around. I think we are going to struggle though. 5 already for them. Maybe that third one is one we can look at targeting, because yeah, when you've already got Nightingale and Crow, I don't think really you're going to need to be playing too many forest birds. But who knows? I mean, they've already got that Oriole that we know about. Maybe they'll find some more big point birds or bonus card giving birds, and they'll look to play those. That will remain to be seen. But yeah, I think our plan is just going to have to be to dig. We're going to need to try and find stuff that hits these bonus cards. Maybe that Condor, just for a cheap play to get it down somewhere. But yeah, otherwise some nice rodent-eating birds, some small birds as well. Go for more bonus cards. That might have to be the approach here. All right, back round to us. My opponent did not lay eggs, so that is a little bit annoying. Definitely thought they would, but they have gone for cards again. So, okay, I think we have to lay eggs. There's not really much else we can do in this position. Sadly, it's not worth drawing. It's not worth, I don't think, taking food again. So we're gonna lay eggs, and we are gonna chuck a food, because food, we have good access to it. They're going to be giving us food as well. I'll take the extra egg. And yeah, egg space should be okay. With the cuckoo, you can lay on the ground nests. Already got 5 spaces. Mallard will give us another 4, so don't think we need to worry too much about that. But yeah, I think now the time is for them to lay eggs. And I mean, this Grasslands is basically done. And to have it done before the start of round 2 is pretty crazy. So yeah, they get the 4 eggs, they get the tuck on the Martin, and then of course the Crow, you lose an egg, but it's still 4 points. It's 4 points, a card cycle, and 2 food. Of course, they are giving me 1, but I'm sure they're not going to worry too much about that. So yeah, we just discarded a fish. We get a fish right back, so I don't mind about that. Yeah, let's play this Mallard. So we are going to have to draw. I think we skip the Sandpiper here. I really don't want to be giving them more free cards. I mean, they have already got quite a few, but yeah, if I'm giving them too many free cards, I'm basically saving them turns having to use the Wetlands. That gives them more turns to lay eggs, score lots of points, or play big point birds later in the game. So yeah, I think already with the Mallard and obviously the 2 cards I get just from drawing, probably probably not a huge difference to me going from 3 to 4 cards using that Sandpiper, but yeah, giving 1 away to them is definitely a big difference. So we'll see. We'll see what we draw. If we're not drawing good stuff, we might have to get desperate and use it. But at least for now, we're getting eggs and food coming in. So hopefully, as I say, we can draw some good cards. So let's go ahead and draw. Cormorant, maybe not exactly what I was looking for. Long-tailed tit, similarly. I think we pick up this condor. And we are going to skip the sandpiper. So yeah, I think this is this is going to be a game where we just have to hope we get some good bonus cards. It's going to be it's going to take some gambles, I think. But yeah, they're picking up lots of fish, so I think they probably do have something for the wetlands. I'm really hoping they've not already found puffin, but they might well have. Great blue heron into willet. Okay, so now they have got a better wetlands, and actually they've got something for their Merganser to copy. So very interesting. Maybe they've got like wetland scientist or fishery manager or something, but yeah, they're definitely building out this wetlands, and for sure they're winning this end around. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But 3 turns left. I think we have to draw again here. Cerulean Warbler, that's good. I will take that. And Common Raven coming up. Okay. Is Raven actually useful here? I mean, I suppose it probably is. It's still early enough, and it does hit Rodentologist. So yeah, okay. Maybe now I do use the Sandpiper. And Red Kite, I can go on Mallard late in the game for some big points, so don't mind that too much. Okay, yeah, with this Raven, I think that has to go in the Grasslands. We can use that to get the food for this Warbler. That's definitely going down. And yeah, we can lay some eggs, get a bit of food. We're not out of this game. It's going to take a big turnaround. Definitely needed something like Raven to pop up to give me any chance here, but yeah, just the strength of this Grasslands and yeah, throwing food at me is going to nullify the Raven a little bit. So we're going to need to find some big point birds, things like this long-tailed tit. Maybe not exactly what we are looking for, but yeah, this is at least something, and gives us a bit of a route back into this game. And alright, back around to us, we are getting more free eggs from this cuckoo. That is definitely going to put in some hard work. And more rodents, so thank you very much. I'll make use of those right away, I think, in getting this Raven down. So yeah, that'll be the food sorted. Definitely a shame that Nuthatch only actually got one use. I think that could have been a good good play. That would have saved us for sure with some of these extra cards, being able to turn those into points and food. But yeah, we don't necessarily need that anymore now that we've got this Raven. So yeah, Rodentologist, definitely happy with that as a pickup. Like I say, gonna need to find some more passerine birds. I think the Warbler is one, yeah, so that's halfway there. But some of these other ones that are passerines, not great options. So yeah, the digging might have to recommence. We are going first in round 3, so hopefully the tray's going to be full of big point birds that we can go and pick up. Otherwise, I think we might have to go back to digging and see what that is going to find for us. So my opponent there, drawing cards again. No surprise, they've definitely got a bit of a bank now, so I think they are going to be okay for cards. And I think we just lay eggs. Maybe just lay eggs here. Like I say, I want to wait and see on the fresh tray. And I can get my food for this Cerulean Warbler ready to get that down, and that's going to be good for these last 2 end of round goals as well. So yeah, unfortunately a loss in the end of round, but what have we got in the tray? Okay, Shoveler and Screech Owl. I don't think those are too shabby. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pick those up. And yeah, see what else. We can get with the Mallard King Rail, lovely stuff. And yeah, I think they've got more than enough cards, so we'll use the Sandpiper. Canvas back, not great there. Bit of a shame to reveal the Woodstalk. They will definitely be picking that one up, so yeah, I've got enough to be playing probably for the rest of this game, to be honest. I'll probably just play the Warbler, play the Kite, the Shoveler, the Screech Owl, and the King Rail. That's 5 birds to play, and only 10 turns left, so yeah, if I'm spending my turns either playing those birds or laying eggs, that feels like what the approach is going to be. And yeah, with some of these birds like the king rail and the shoveler, I think our egg space should be okay in this one, but we'll see as well. I mean, we are going to get a couple of bonus cards here, so that might change things a little bit. Maybe something will come up in the tray that hits multiple of these bonus cards. Remains to be seen for now. But yeah, I think that Woodstock is going to be gone. I think that's a no-brainer play here when you get 2 food a turn. Get that down easily enough. You're at the point where you don't need to play those brown powers anymore. You just want to play big point birds. Get yourself some bonus cards as well. So yeah, we do get a free egg. Prostratory Warbler is kind of tempting. I might play this now and see. I mean, to be honest, I think they probably pick it up anyway because it has got all the egg space they want. I don't think I can necessarily afford another turn to go and pick it up. So we'll play this. We'll see what bonus card we get from here. Okay, bird counter and bird feeder. Not great. Bird counter's at least 2. I don't think we're going to be hitting bird feeder. Shoveler is 1 more. But yeah, you only get 3, so we'll take bird counter for 2. Could have been a lot worse, but could have been a lot better. So, but yeah, I think they'll be picking up that Warbler. So we know they've already got loads of big point birds. So we know they've now got the Woodstock, of course. They've got the Golden Eagle as well. I didn't know about that one, but that's going down. So very nice for them. And they've got this Baltimore Oriole. I think they'll be playing that this round. I would imagine so. But yeah, I think we want to play the Kite and the Condor, and I think I want to put these in the Grasslands just to at least push it out and get the extra eggs when we are laying eggs. For sure, the Condor is going to go there because the Red Kite could still go on top of the Mallard and just get a few more points that way. But we'll play the Condor. We'll see what it's going to get us. Ecologist, I will take that. I think. Yeah, Diet Specialist, we're only going to play 2 more, so yeah, Ecologist will definitely get 6 off that. So that makes up a little bit for the Warbler bonus, but yeah, we're not going to do great on these bonus cards. We might be getting, probably less than 20 from 5 bonus cards, which is not going to be great. But who knows? I mean, we do still have the King Rail play, so that might get us something worthwhile playing. But yeah, there's 2 options here with this Red Kite. If I play it on the Mallard, it's an extra point for the tuck, and I save 2 eggs. So there's a 3-point difference versus just playing it on its own in the Grasslands. Although actually, let's think about this. If I'm going to play King Rail Shoveler in the wetlands, and if I'm going to play Screech Owl in the forest, then we're going to get 2 extra points off Ecologist as well by having an extra grassland bird. So we might be doing that. Of course, they did go pick up the Prostratory Warbler. Yeah, I think they're lining up quite clearly. You can see with the 2 berries. They're going to be playing the Forest Oriole. But yeah, I think we do play Red Kite on its own. And yeah, just try and get the maximum we can off Ecologist. That might have to be the approach in this one. So we're not going to play it on top of a bird. We're just going to play it here. And take the eggs away. And yeah, we've still got this Screech Owl up our sleeve. If we need to play it this round, I will. But otherwise, I think I'll prioritise the King Rail. It's got more egg space. Not that we're going to need it. I think we should be okay. But just to see the bonus card as well. Omnivore would be nice if I'm going to ask for anything. It's probably that. But yeah, hopefully just something good. Something to score a good chunk of points from. If we're going to have any hope in this game, which, not to sound defeatist, but I think this game was probably long over. Yeah, if we're going to have any chance of this game, it's going to be from a miracle bonus card pool. So, yeah, that's what we're going to have to try and do, and we'll see where that can get us in this game. All right, back around to us, and it is another free egg coming through. Very lovely stuff. So yeah, they're definitely prepping here for both the Oriole and the Stork. I can see those incoming. But we're just going to go ahead and lay some eggs. So, yeah, like I said, I think it is going to be King Rel. I'm sort of trying to think here if I can get away with not using the Raven, if they're going to give me some free food. But they're kind of only giving me rodents here, which, yeah, it's not exactly what I'm after. So, I think we'll take a wormfish, because at least that is what we can use for the King Rel. And then if we get some more worms, or if we get some seeds, maybe we think about skipping that Raven in the late game, and just get these birds down with, yeah, whatever food we've been left with. But that looks like Baltimore are going down. Indeed, it is. So yeah, they're not going to be able to challenge on this end of round. So I think we play the King Rel just to see what the bonus is, because who knows? Like I say, maybe there's a bird in the tray in the next round that's going to hit multiple bonus cards, and we can score points off that. So we'll see what we're going to get. And okay, Oologist. That seems like the no-brainer pick. We're not going to get anywhere on Viticulturist, so yeah, that should be 6 points. So that's another good pickup. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. I mean, like I say, the Snowy Owl straight off the bat, great pickup for Ornithologist. Warbler not so much, but yeah, Ecologist and Oologist, these are normally pretty safe ones. So we should be getting 6 off the Oologist and yeah, 8 off Ecologist, which is going to be strong. So we're going to get a decent score. Obviously inflated a bit by some of this co-op. But I do think their score, unfortunately, is going to be much better than mine. But we will see. We do have a couple of good plays at least coming into this final round. So what have we got on the tray? Yeah, nothing too amazing, to be honest. A couple of bird counter birds, but yeah, when they only hit that one bonus card, it's just not going to be worth picking those up. So 5 turns left. I think we play Screech Owl, we play Shoveler, and we lay eggs the other 3 turns. And like I say, we think about this Raven skip. We know, to be honest, they're probably going to be giving out worms and seeds because they've got that Prothetory Warbler. I think that would be a good play for them. So we'll see on that. But yeah, if I can save maybe 1 or 2 Raven activations, a couple of points here or there, could be important. Not just in this game, but of course, points difference can sometimes be a factor in these group stages. So we will see on that. But yeah, no surprises. I think they're laying lots of eggs. This Golden Eagle seems to be doing some good work. We seem to be getting a free seed, which, yeah, like I say, definitely will take. But what is their end game? They have only got 9 egg spaces. So I think they probably lay eggs once. They'll play the Warbler and then they can just lay eggs twice. And I think that's their best action. Even though you're giving me a point through the Cuckoo, I think if the Golden Eagle hits, if you're getting a tuck on the Martin, you know, it's a pretty solid 6 or 7 points. Maybe the Kite, which has missed every single time, is going to do something. So that seems pretty safe for them. But yeah, we will go ahead and play the Screech Owl. So we'll take a couple off here. We do need to think a little bit about spreading the eggs out, but yeah, with 2 turns spare to lay eggs, we should be able to hit this Oologist. No trouble at all. So yeah, we might be able to get 100 points. That might be on the cards here. But yeah, as with the last game, it might be a case where we score high, but we're still nowhere near our opponent. So if I'm trying to work out their bonus cards, I think they might have Falconer, just given the Mississippi Kite very early play, and the Willet as well. It's not one that you'd often see go down. But lots of wetland birds, lots of fish-only birds as well. Definitely scary, and it looks like I jinxed the Kite because it has finally hit, so maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut. Lesson learned there. But that's good for them, another point on the board. And yeah, like I said, I'd imagine they're going to get a bit more food here for this Prothetory Warbler. And indeed, it is another seed. So, yeah, I've got 4 turns left. 3 of them are going to be laying eggs. I think certainly for the first 2, I just skip the Raven. See, maybe they'll give me a free worm. I don't know if they know I've got this Shoveler. I think maybe I did pick up from the tray, but maybe they are not necessarily I'm going to remember it. But yeah, we could definitely skip this for now, because if we can save ourselves the egg, then it should be worthwhile doing. And yeah, this end around goal is well out of sight. I mean, with the Nightingale, with the Oriole, we need something with a lot more cup nest spaces, and maybe playing this canvas back would be worth it. But I think there's no guarantee that they, maybe they double play. They might have a red-eyed Vireo or something that they're going to go ahead and get down. So not worth playing this, and then losing the end around. I'll take the safe points, I think, and play this Shoveler. But yeah, it does look like they are laying eggs. And Kite again, I really should have just kept my mouth shut. I taunted the Kite and then it hit twice in a row. When it rains, it pours. We get another seed coming through, so yeah, not the worm we were hoping for, unfortunately. But that does kind of, to me, say that they might be doing some kind of double or triple play here. Otherwise, you don't need this much food, so we'll see. But for sure, we lay eggs here. No questions asked. And yeah, I think we do have to use the Raven, because they're not going to be laying eggs here when their egg space is full. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll take the worm that we need for the Shoveler, and a berry for good luck. And then yeah, we can get the Shoveler down. So this will be a good play. This will be 7 points net. Obviously we lose the 2 eggs. We get 2 back from Ecologist. So yeah, like I say, definitely a mixed bag on the bonus cards. And we've got an 8 here. We can have 8 here and 6 on the Eologist, but then a blank here and only 2 here. So it wasn't a double play. They just played the Warbler on its own. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be eggs this last turn for them. And yeah, for me, it's going to be getting down this Shoveler. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then 1 turn left, it will be just laying eggs for us. So yeah, this is a pretty mammoth board. I mean, when you see Purple Martin with 10, I think it's going to end with 11 tucks. That is very, very strong. And yeah, this Golden Eagle has definitely done well to support that as well with the point generation. Jump to Swan. Okay, there we go. So they're not laying eggs the final time. I think they must have Wetland Scientist with all those wetland birds down, but nothing I can do about that. We're just going to lay our eggs on the Shoveler and go into the final score. So yeah, pretty strong performance there in the end around goal for my opponents, and I think it's going to be a pretty strong score in the end. So yeah, they have a lot of big point birds down, so no doubt they are going to take a strong lead there. Look at that, 67. Pretty crazy stuff. So bonus cards, actually, they didn't have any good ones, so we have dragged it back a bit. But I think it's going to be all downhill from here. We know they've got plenty of eggs, and we know they have got, through the Martin and the Golden Eagle, plenty of tucks as well. So we end on around 100, but it is nowhere near our opponent, who finishes on 124. So very impressive stuff. Let's take a look at the bonus cards. They did a Falconer and Enclosure Builder, so not quite such a good draw off the Woodstock. But yeah, that must have just been a really, really good starting hand. I think it looked like Nightingale, Crow, and Martin. That's tough to beat. Like I say, some decisions, using the Sandpiper or not, always a difficult one against this kind of engine. But yeah, in all honesty, I'm not really sure there's much I could have done against that kind of board. So sometimes these games happen. You take it on the chin and hope that you get this sort of setup in the next game. So yeah, there we have it. It's another defeat, unfortunately, but plenty more games to try and get ourselves into that next round of the World Cup. And if you want to see those games, do stay tuned, do hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one very soon.